Difficulties might be sorted out now. We're going to give it a shot. FMU, you're on the air.
This is the Creature.
Thank you, Creature. Let me just, I'm sorry about, first of all, the technical difficulties tonight. I know you...
Oh, do not worry. My assistant, Darlene, she handled all that for me. I just sat back while she fed me grapes.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Hey,
yeah, I must say you speak very good English. Your English is very good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate my English. Well, yeah.
This is Radio 4 in Brussels, is it not?
No, actually, this is WFMU in Jersey City, New Jersey, and I set an interview up through I guess your publicist called and wanted to know if we would put you on the air. So I'm totally into it, and
oh, that's great. That's great. New York City.
Yeah, it broadcasts straight throughout New York City, and I appreciate your time.
Well, let me say how lucky you are to be interviewing me. I must say that I have another interview in about 3 minutes with Time Magazine, so let's keep this brief.
Okay. Again, I apologize for the time mix-up there, and from now on, it'll be smooth sailing. And now you have an album coming out in December.
There's a new album called Pout. It's actually our debut album that has actually been released in Europe. We're huge in Europe. We sell out arenas constantly in Austria, Switzerland, Belgium. It's huge over there. Mm-hmm. And I must say that there is a waiting list as long as my foam cannon to interview me. You're very lucky.
An interview for what?
There's a waiting list to interview me that is as long as my foam cannon.
Foam cannon?
Foam cannon. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, is that... Oh, okay. Now I think I do know what you mean.
I think you do.
Yeah. Now,
Now, are you playing our record?
Actually, yeah, I played... Tonight we heard "Party for Peace" from the new.
That's a classic.
From the new record. Yeah, it's a good song.
Classic.
Now,
that's one that Casanova wrote.
The Casanova.
He plays guitar and sings.
Okay. Now, sorry, I noticed that you in that song, the lyrics. I'm looking at the lyric sheet right here. It says, "Times are tough.
Yes.
Life is rough.
Yes.
Tell the king of Russia enough is enough."
We don't like to get too political, but I think we both figured by that point that things had just gotten so far out of hand that we needed to put our foot down, our collective foot down, and tell the king of Russia that enough is enough. We shan't take it anymore.
Uh-huh. Now, I don't think there is a king of Russia.
I think there is. Is there
well,
not?
I don't think there is. I think it's I don't know what it is myself. Maybe there is, and I'm just wrong here.
Well, I think either way, it's a great statement, and it just makes us look larger than life, like a fantasy almost.
Mm-hmm. Now, this new record is when is this coming out?
Comes out in the United States December 2nd.
Okay, and
as I said before, it has been out in Europe for about 6 months, and like I said, we are quite massive over there.
Okay, and what I guess this is going to be the first. Like, this is the U.S. getting their first taste of Pout.
This is like these first dates that we're going to be doing. We're doing some small theater shows in and around your area. I believe our first show is at a theater in a city called New Brunswick, New Jersey, a theater called the Court Theater. The Court Theater? Yes.
In where was that? New Brunswick?
I believe my itinerary says New Brunswick, yes.
I think is it the Court Tavern? I don't think there is a Court Theater in New Brunswick.
I was told it was a 3,000-seat theater.
Because I'm actually not familiar with a theater in New Brunswick called the Court theater. There's a Court Tavern, which is like it's more like a bar.
Oh, geez,
with
bar. That sounds like a security nightmare. I hope I'm sure our team is up for it, but maybe we should call in some more security. I think, we could be mobbed. I'm sure we could have come down to your station, but security would just be a nightmare, and I don't want our fans getting mobbed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your fans. Yeah. And because it's actually the Court Tavern is like a bar with a stage in the basement.
Oh, well, it can't be there. Let me also say that we're playing a theater on Houston Street in New York City called the Mercury.
Uh-huh.
Mercury Theater.
I think that's the Mercury. Where? Houston? Houston Street.
I think it's spelled like the city of in Texas.
Yeah, and it's actually pronounced Houston, not Houston.
Well, I wouldn't know that, but anyway, I just roll up for the show and we play, and I go home with a lovely lady every night.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the French benefits.
Yeah, one of the fringe benefits of doing that, I guess.
Yes.
Because there's a Mercury Lounge on Houston. Houston. You got me saying it now.
Well, there's also a third show.
Where's that?
It's an arena called Kenny's. It's in the Village.
Mm-hmm. An arena?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, Hey, I think... what size tour were you told you were going to be
I was told
doing
it would be
here?
Almost like a sneak preview show, so, Pout is sort of like candy. We can't let... like a candy with a child. You don't want to give it too much at first. You just want to give it a little taste.
Mm-hmm.
And it develops the craving for Pout, and that's pretty much what happens. So 3,000 seats is what I was told, and it's quite a shame because it's a scaled down tour as opposed to what we do in the arenas in Belgium and Switzerland. Normally we have a flamethrower that shoots fiery glitter. This time, because the stages are somewhat smaller, we have a musket that belches smoke.
Mm-hmm. And like what's the biggest place you ever played overseas?
Let me think. We played a 2-night stand at the footballer stadium in Brussels. That was quite an event.
And like how many seats would that be?
Oh, that was probably I want to say 50,000 a night.
Wow. So you guys are huge over there.
We're massive.
Mm-hmm.
We're massive.
And what's been kind of the reason?
We're going to be massive here too.
Mm-hmm. And what's kind of been the reason that you haven't had the exposure over here?
Our manager, the general, he never thought it was the correct time for us to come over here. And now that America is in a state of where they need to be rocked, and I think now is the time for Pout, and the general thinks that now is the time also.
Mm-hmm. Hey, would you want us to maybe play? I know you. I guess it must be time for you to go, so I guess we should wrap up with you now. And
they have not called yet. I think I'll strike you a deal.
What's that?
I will keep talking with you until Time Magazine calls.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Then I shall leave you.
Okay. Do you want us to maybe play a song from the new record?
I think.
Let everybody hear it?
I think your listening audience needs to hear a song. I think what the world needs now more than anything is Pout.
Mm-hmm. How about the song Secret Dancer?
Secret Dancer is one of my songs.
Well, that couldn't be more appropriate
it's
then.
Actually about a real-life event that took place in Linz, Austria one night.
Mm-hmm.
But I can explain it later if you'd like.
Okay, well, why don't we listen to it first?
Enjoy, people, enjoy.
Okay, here from the new forthcoming Pout debut U.S. CD is the song Secret Dancer. Okay, we're back with from the band Pout, the bass player and singer, The Creature. Are you there, sir?
I am still here. Did you enjoy the song?
I enjoyed it immensely.
It's a great song, is it not?
I think it's a fantastic song. That song is called Secret Dancer, and that's from the upcoming CD that you have coming out the beginning of December.
I think it will also be out on cassette tape, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The album was produced by Kurt Lehman, who I'm sure you all know from his massive success with Stars on 45.
What's that? The thing where the people clapped over the record?
Exactly, yes. He's the mastermind of that.
Uh-huh.
He also has a lucrative crab farm.
And where did you record the record?
Western Maine.
Western Maine, wow.
Western Maine. Our label is also based out of Western Maine, Fireball Records.
Fireball Records. Now, what's
It's a division of Curb.
Curb?
It's a huge label.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with Fireball, but it's exciting that the record is coming out. I mean, that's
very exciting.
That's exciting
for all of you.
Mm-hmm. So what's the like if you were looking forward to one thing about touring America, what would it what do you think it would be?
Probably meeting all those young ladies out there who need my guidance.
Uh-huh.
My guidance and my expertise, if you will.
Your guidance. So you I guess you're like a rocker, and you've had your share of.
I am the rocker. Well, yes. I mean, it's no secret that I've made love to 45,000 women.
How many?
45,000.
45,000 women.
Yes.
And what kind of time period did you?
Oh, it's been quite a long time, over the past 3 years.
So you've made love to 45,000 women in 3 years.
I don't think I would call it making love. Let's be real here. Servicing.
They serviced. I don't even want to know who serviced who, but
it's best not. It's best left to the imagination. But I assure you, it's quite erotic.
Mm. Yeah, it sounds very erotic.
But there was a time that there was one instance that I was rebuked, and that ended up as the subject matter for Secret Dancer. There was a young lady at the show that I mentioned before, and we wear makeup. I think you're aware of that. We wear makeup, and I came into the backstage room. I did not have my makeup on, and then I asked to see her goods. She refused me, and then I put on my makeup later, and I played the show. And when I came off stage, she was, as the lyric says, she was standing front and center, and she said she wanted to have my baby.
Uh-huh.
I took her to the hotel. I was still in my makeup. I took off my makeup. She realized I was the one who she rebuked, and I sent her off. Secret Dancer, no chance for thee. You won't dance for me.
So it was you kind of you revealed yourself to be the creature.
Exactly.
And then she realized that was the person who she had snubbed earlier.
Exactly, and she felt like dying, and rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
The creature never gets rebuked. Only the creature rebukes.
The creature. Now, who else is in the band, Creature?
3 other very mystical and magnetic personalities. We have the Wizard on guitar, and I must say that each member of the band represents a portion of the human psyche. The Wizard, he represents the magical, sexual side. The Casanova, who sings and plays rhythm guitar, he represents the passionate, loving, sexual side. The Cougar is the drummer. He represents the animalistic, sexual side. And, of course, yours truly, the Creature, the dark, evil, sexual side.
Yeah, and I noticed one thread that ran through those was the word sexual.
Well, it's a very sexual band. I don't think that any young lady could not see us or see a photo of us and not just instantly want to, how do I say this, paw themselves.
What themselves?
Paw
P-A-W, Paw?
Paw themselves.
Yeah. So, how did Pout get together? I've got some notes on it here, but maybe you tell the story.
Well, it's a story that I don't expect you to understand, but I will tell the story nonetheless. We were brought into existence in a galaxy which runs parallel to yours on the fourth quadrant of Zermanus by the great...
Of what? Of where? Zer?
The fourth quadrant of Zermanus.
What is that?
It's a galaxy that runs parallel to this Earth plane.
A galaxy? Hold on. So you're saying that you're not from Earth?
That is true.
Okay.
The four of us were physically transported to the inner core of your Earth, and we gestated there for 35,000 years.
Uh-huh. Now this is kind of different from what I've kind of the band origin that I tracked down on the internet. I kind of found that you guys, I guess back in '94, you guys were a band called Fuzzface, which I guess like a grunge-ish type band, and then it says that you went and became a something called Splash Boys, which toured like army bases over in Europe.
Then in 1998, we were birthed into the quadrant known as Vienna, Austria, where we began our rule of rock.
And I guess, yeah, it says you guys were Fuzzface, then you were Splash Boys, and you toured like army bases over in Europe and whatnot, and kind of were stuck there, and then became a Kiss cover band, and then started doing originals because I wasn't sure if you got sued by them or if they were they sent a cease and desist or something. But that's kind of the origin I had tracked. I wasn't aware of this stuff that you were from Zermanus.
Look, you can get all kinds of information on the internet, and I think I'm safe in saying that around 99% of it is false.
Mm-hmm.
These rumors are nothing new to Pout. They've persisted, I must say, much longer than we've wished, but it only helps to add mystique to the band. And as I said, what I said stands as the truth. And as I said, our mission is to bring sexual guidance through what you term rock and roll to all Earth women. So far, many have learned much.
Mm-hmm. Now, where are you now, the creature?
I believe I'm in the Philadelphia Hilton at the near the arena. It's all a blur. This tour that we're on right now.
Mm-hmm. Hey, would you want to take a call? Maybe I see the phone's ringing here.
I would love to speak to our fans.
Okay, let's try this. FMU, you're on the air. FMU, you are on the air.
I'm hoping it'll be a nice, attractive young lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hear who that is. Let's try one more here. FMU, you're on the air. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't.
Hey, I wanted to say that we're also about to make a film.
Mm-hmm.
Called Pout versus the Monster of Maine. It was filmed entirely on location in Western Maine.
And this is a movie for what, theaters?
For theaters, it's actually going to be a two-part film. The audience will come, and the story will take so long and be so interesting that it will take two full nights to view. And it stars us and various monsters, and also the co-star is Robert Hedges. I'm sure you all know.
From what would we know him from?
From Welcome Back, Kotter.
Who was he on Welcome Back, Kotter?
I believe he was a sweat hog.
Now, did you get Did you get the Welcome Back, Kotter when you were in the core of the Earth?
We got everything. The reception was not great, but we made do.
So you actually had television.
Yes, we did.
Down in the core of the Earth. How was that possible?
Oh, it's very mystical. Like I said, Drada, the great alchemist who brought us forward, he provided well for us, and we learned well from him.
Now, where did you say you were calling from again, Creature?
The Hilton in Philadelphia, PA.
It's funny because the caller ID box here says something Chillicothe, Ohio? Chillicothe, Ohio?
That sounds like your phone's being tampered with, my friend.
It says actually M. Dorf in Chillicothe, Ohio.
I know not of what you speak.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer that we talk about the band and about our assault on America.
Mm-hmm. Hey, would you want to play another song from the record?
Yes, I want to ask you right now, how many songs have you played so far?
Well, earlier we played the song "We Got a Party for Peace."
Okay, that's one.
And then we heard "Secret Dancer."
That's two. Now, the General Forbes, our manager, has been sending out contracts with radio stations, and no radio station is allowed to play more than 3 songs from the Pout album because it might cause such pandemonium that it might drive listeners insane into a sexual frenzy.
So you think that people actually will?
I think women will begin pawing themselves when they hear our songs.
So is this just some sort of legal banning, like barring of me playing more than 3 songs from the record?
More than 3 songs during the course of any I believe 5-hour block until the record comes out. When the record comes out, I think all hell will break loose and women will just be pawing themselves everywhere on
now,
the streets.
Do you have any prediction for how any feel for how the record's going to do when it comes out?
I have a feeling that it will be massive. I think that I assume it will debut in the top 3.
Uh-huh.
Then once the band tours, it will be like nothing ever seen, even bigger than the Beatles and other bands of their nature. But we offer so much more because it's real life sexual erotic fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm going to try again to put a call on the air here. Creature.
Make sure it's a young lady.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. FMU, you're on the air. Oh, Creature, I don't think we're going to be able to get another call on the air.
Probably because it's the mystical Halloween night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd like to wish everybody a happy Ghouls night, and of course, this is the night that I, the Creature, come alive.
Yeah, this is the night when you come alive?
Don't be surprised if you see me out on the street, as our song says, on the prowl.
Now, is that the record you want to play now? Because you said we've played 2 so far, so I guess we can play 1 more.
Oh, let's... Have you played a song called The World's Greatest Lover yet?
Not yet. Do you want to hear World's Greatest Lover?
I'd like to hear that. I think that encapsulates what we're all about. We, especially the Casanova who sings that song, and I must say that I've seen him in action, and he delivers the goods, if you know what I mean. I've seen his handiwork. He is one of the world's greatest lovers.
That's the Casanova.
The Casanova.
Mm-hmm. Who is the greatest lover in Pout, though?
Well, of course, I want to say it's me, and I think it is me, but and I do hold the distinction of having bedded 50,000 women.
You said 45,000 before.
Oh, I think I said 50. Actually, that's lowballing too, I believe.
Uh-huh. So that's kind of you just being conservative with
exactly.
how many women.
I don't want to toot my own horn that much. Mm-hmm. I'll let someone else toot my horn for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can see how 45,000 women would be that kind of just makes you look kind of austere.
Well, the way we see it, we're just fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
for the regular man out there who just fantasizes about being like us and having the sexual prowess and being able to get up on an arena stage and deliver a 4-hour concert to panting, pawing women.
Yeah. Well, that's very exciting. That you're that you really you have this thing about pawing, which I got to admit it's a unique concept. The idea of people pawing themselves. It's
We all have our erotic fantasies, and I can't help it if you have a hang-up regarding seeing a lovely young woman pawing herself.
Yeah, see, it's not that I have a hang-up as much as I just think it's something I've never, this is new, it's new to me.
Well, it's the whole fetish scene. There's magazines devoted to it. I will actually be in a photo spread in the next issue of Paw.
Wow. So I guess we can look for that. Is that a popular?
Well, there's many things you can be looking for. We've got several other projects in the work. As I said, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
The Monster of Maine. There will also be a book about the making of the movie.
Okay.
There will also be a CD of dialogue from the movie. And I want to say that each member of Pout wrote their own dialogue.
Uh-huh. Hey, you know what? Why don't we hear from this, The World's Greatest Lover, and then we'll keep talking.
Sounds great. I think it'll be a real treat for your, for your listeners.
This guy from Time still hasn't called yet, I assume.
As far as I know, he has not yet, no.
Okay, well, why don't we play something from, this is the third and I guess final track that we are legally
That is correct.
allowed to play from the record.
Otherwise, the General will come down on you so hard it'll make your head spin.
Now, who is the General?
General Forbes, he's our manager. He's quite a controversial fellow and quite misunderstood. He's done some things that your government has deemed wrong or incorrect, and so he must live off the coast of Maine in a boat/mansion.
And that's, how long has he been managing you? For the whole 35,000 years?
We hooked up with him just about 2 years ago.
So he's not from the planet Zorkon?
Oh, no. He is quite earthly, I assure you.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to teach him as much as we can and get him up to Pout speed also.
And what planet are you from again?
Zermanus.
How far? Zermanus. Not,
Fourth quadrant of Zermanus.
Uh-huh. Is that anywhere near Chillicothe, Ohio?
I don't know this town, this burg of which you speak.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we play the record?
Okay, why don't we play the record? Here is The World's Greatest Lover from Pout. All right. Well, that was Pout from the. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, that was the song "World's Greatest." I'm the world's greatest lover from the new upcoming.
That song never fails to raise the foam cannon, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do know what you mean. So you is that was by the Casanova?
No, you must know. You must admit that song made your pants tighten a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah. See, I don't think I could admit that.
Well, that's your hang-up, not mine.
Yeah. So with these shows you have coming up, are tickets on sale now, or
tickets I think will be on sale soon, but it's quite an operation because the demand will be so great for tickets. I think we're doing a mail order where only submissions with photos of how do I put this? Voluptuous young ladies in their lingerie will get preferential seating.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I guess they get all the fringe benefits.
They get the French benefits, yes.
The fringe benefits of going to a show. The young ladies.
French benefits.
French benefits?
That's the term, French benefits. I've gotten many benefits in France, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Now,
let's just say I'm usually quite pleased with the young maiden I end up with at the end of the night at the hotel.
Yeah. Now, you know what? One thing I wanted to ask you about is your image.
Yes.
It's you guess it's larger than life. You explained your stage show is.
Yes.
You guess you said that you have a musket. You're not going to have a flame.
This first leg will be quite scaled down, unfortunately. Like I said, no rocket sled, no live cheetah, no mini blimp. It's quite a shame for the people in attendance, but I would like to think of it as an intimate evening with Pout. There may even be an acoustic portion. I think you may even hear an acoustic version of I'm on the Prowl or Secret Dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I envy you.
Yeah. Well, now you're. I guess if it's that, but usually it's big. It's like you're still going to have the makeup, though, for this.
Oh yes. All the accoutrements.
And each member wears their own style makeup.
Each member has designed and wears their own style.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite fantastical and magical.
Mm-hmm. Now,
very erotic also.
One of the things that I when I searched you guys out on the internet was that a lot of people consider you guys kind of like a Kiss knockoff, or I guess you were a Kiss. They say you were a Kiss cover band. You claim that you were from the planet Zircon, but
Zermanus.
I'm sorry?
Zermanus, the fourth quadrant of Zermanus.
Okay, but in the real world now, just putting that whole thing aside.
You say the real world. This world is my playground. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we can hem and haw all night about these allegations regarding the similarities between Pout and the band Kiss, but I think I speak for just about everybody when I say that Kiss is passé. They were once an enjoyable little blip on the rock and roll map, but the influence of Kiss on Pout, cannot even be measured. It's so minute.
Uh-huh.
Pout is his own band.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also you wear makeup, and Kiss also wear.
Well, Shania Twain wears makeup.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that is true. But Shania Twain also doesn't wear face paint from her forehead to her Adam's apple. She doesn't have an Adam's apple, but from her forehead to her chin. And actually, Kiss wear like a white face paint with black and silver.
That sounds familiar.
Things, yeah. Now, you guys actually wear a black face paint with white and silver patterns on it.
That's right.
Now, has anybody ever said anything about the fact that you might be? I mean, the pictures I saw,
Yes.
It's kind of
Quite erotic, aren't they?
I was going to say more like a minstrel show is the first thing that comes to mind.
Well, see, nobody has ever brought that to our attention. All the places in Germany we've played, and Switzerland and Austria, that has never been brought up. From what I hear, there's a quite successful minstrel movie that is out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to think that if there is a connection, that if it could only help out, maybe the fans of that movie will take Pout to their breast.
Yeah, and maybe the people from Chillicothe, Ohio, can also get behind this whole minstrel thing.
Look, I know not of this Chillicothe, Ohio town that you're talking about, or its famous paper mill. I don't know anything about that.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you know anyone named Mike Dorf?
That does not ring a bell. We have many chapters of the Pout Marines, and
Mm-hmm.
for all I know, he could be a member of the Pout Marines who was trying to speak to his idol, the creature.
Now, your fan club is the Pout Marines.
The Pout Marines, yes.
And what is that? Is that kind of like the Kiss Army? I'm to suppose.
I don't know of what you speak. The Kiss Army.
Well, Kiss have this fan club called the Kiss Army.
Well, I'm sure by now it's shut down because Kiss has been of no consequence for well over a decade.
Yeah, well, I guess everybody should just look forward to these exciting Pout shows, and they can decide for themselves which is the more exciting group.
I think they've already decided. Our record has shipped double platinum already.
It shipped double platinum already?
Yes.
And that's like a month. It shipped. You've sold 2 million units already.
We've shipped them, yes, and I assume there will be after that initial weekend when all those young ladies rush out of the stores heaving with their breasts heaving and Pout album clutched to their breasts, that it will only get bigger and better.
So you haven't actually sold 2 million units yet?
No, but the anticipation is so great that it will happen.
Well,
It can't not happen.
Well, it sounds very exciting. The record comes out, what, December 2nd, you said?
December, yes. Tom, I need a favor of you, please.
Oh, what's that?
I need to know if you can procure, how do I say this, 35 young ladies for me when we come to New York.
How 35? How am I going to get 35?
For that first night in the city of New Brunswick.
And what are you, at the Capitol? I mean, no, that's at the Court Tavern.
The Court Theater, yes.
Mm-hmm. And what? Why do you need 35
Need
ladies?
you ask?
I'm sorry?
Need you ask?
I mean, is this part of the stage show?
It's part of the pre and post show.
Okay. Wow.
And I'd need for you to. Oh, are you married? Do you have a girlfriend?
Actually, I am married. Yes.
Would you send me a JPEG of her? Photo of her?
Of who?
Of your wife.
A what?
JPEG.
Why am I going to send you? What? Why would you want a picture of my wife?
Well, I want to see if, she might. I can usually tell by looking at a photo if someone is, if I have a connection with that person, and it usually turns out that I do.
Mm-hmm.
And erotic adventures ensue.
Mm-hmm. Well, Creature.
Yes.
I'm sorry to tell you, I will not be able to send you a photo of my wife. And
Please.
I also, what's that?
Please.
Sorry. Well, you know what? Let me get your email address in case I decide to send that.
Okay, it's Mike. It's Creature.
Mm-hmm.
at Pout.
Uh-huh.
.org.
.org.
Yes.
Okay. Not Mike Dorf.
Creature.
Okay. Well, Creature, I'm sorry to tell you that our time is more than up. We're going to say goodnight. Thank you for your time.
I thank you, and I wish all of your listeners a happy Halloween, and may you all join the Pout Marines.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they will. Hey, thanks a lot, Creature, and everybody will go out and buy the Pout record when it comes out in December.
I bid you adieu.
Great. Thanks a lot, Creature.
Good eve.
Good eve.